21 degrees. Barbara wins again.
Woohoo!
I don't know how she pulls that one out, but she does. Anyway, my prediction was 20 degrees. Of course, the weatherman didn't stand a chance at 17 today. He said cloudy, gloomy, and nicey. It is a blinder outside. It really is. Friday, October 16th, going to be a hot, long, hot summer. It really is. And believe me, 70% more chance of fires this year. And I'm talking to Australians too right now. So much so for them as well, especially the Blue Mountains, places like that, you never know, has happened in the past. It really has. So, let's get it underway. I'm discussing Avalons Peak music right here at Galaxy. But in the meantime, got to thank everybody that's joining us live on Facebook right now. Later on, if you're going to be joining us on YouTube, don't forget, sub, thumb, bell, bingo. You know what I mean. Right, let's kick it off. Here's Stories Untold. So we'll go through the song and then we'll go live after that. Is that good with you guys?
Yeah, too easy.
Nice, nice. I will apologise now. So let's have some fun with this.
Yeah, so.
Have you any of you guys been to New Zealand?
Yeah, I went. Was it last year or the year before with my girlfriend? We went for 2 weeks. I went to the Auckland for 4 days, and then Queenstown, which is in my mind absolutely beautiful. I've never been to more of a beautiful place.
Did you find it interesting flying into Queenstown? Literally the wall-to-wall walls going in there.
Oh, it was when I flew to Queenstown. It was honestly like I was just like in awe the whole time. It was like amazing.
Okay,
I loved it.
Did somebody throw you off a bridge?
No. No, but
you didn't get bungee jumping.
No. Actually, we thought about going skydiving. That was one of the things I was going to do. But I think last minute we ended up going to skiing instead. I think it was, which was amazing anyway. So it was kind of like we were contemplating what we should do, sort of thing.
Okay. Now I got to ask you at the same time. Now hold on, I just got to get something. When I came in this morning, I put down the Bible on you guys. I mean, it's a book, really. Look at that. Don't worry, sometimes I get a couple of lines, so beauty. So we'll have a chat about the band, the genre of music that you guys are, and believe me, I'm fascinated with your music. I really, really am.
Thank you.
I actually got the team to load it up. You see, normally it goes through a process, then it goes through a board. The board concerned about our image, all that sort of thing. Then it comes to me on a USB kind of device that I play in my car. Now, the reason why I do that basically is I can't be influenced by anybody whether I want to do the interview or not, right?
Yeah, right.
The other reason is nobody wants to drive with me. They kind of think going sideways is weird, unnatural. I don't know. So we'll talk about your genre of music because listen.
Good morning,
I've got you permanently logged into my car stereo right now.
Hard rock band Avalon
I'm a metaler from way back. In fact, I'm an ex-DJ of a radio station called The Rock here, which is by name and nature. So when I heard your music, I thought, thank God. Unbeknownst to me, you're damned Australians. I did not know that at the time.
You're naughty.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 21 after 11 o'clock, 22 degrees. Yep, unseasonably warm for this time of the year, I've got to be honest with you. But coming into a brand spanking new weekend, it is Friday, October 16th, absolutely elated. Really, really happy about this because, well, let me tell you, I found this band purely by accident. I've got to be honest with you. I was watching a ghosty thing on the interwebby thing, and well, Mojo came up and said, would you like this band? And I did. So we researched it, found out who they were. Unbeknownst to me, they're Australian too, by the way. And here they are. Coming out of Australia, coming out of Sydney, Australia, is Avalons Peak. Welcome to Galaxy, guys.
Thank you. Lovely to be on the show. Thank you so much.
It is an absolute pleasure to have you guys with you. And by the way, Seb, like the Metallica shirt. Man after my own heart. I've actually worked with them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I'm a not only a DJ, but I'm also a studio engineer as well, and front of house engineer. Have travelled around the world a number of times with a number of bands, including a couple of Australian bands that can't seem to get past 4 letters.
Akadaka.
Yeah, but one of them did have a lightning bolt in there. In fact,
Yeah.
the drummer is only about an hour and a half away from where I live right now.
Oh, it wasn't.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
yeah, Philip Rudd, he's just up the road a bit. Yeah, we get into trouble regularly, we do. We really do. Did you see that they've actually got a brand spanking new album out?
Yeah. I haven't had a decent chance to listen to the whole thing. But I'm definitely we'll definitely do that because AC/DC is so bloody awesome. You can't beat them.
They're
Their rock and
iconic.
roll style is the best.
They are iconic. They have put Australian music on the map globally and have done so for many, many years. I was talking to Brian the other day, but he couldn't hear me. Yeah, Brian, turn your hearing. Brian, turn it up. Brian, you know what I mean, right? Eh? Angus, get his hearing aid turned up. Come on. There it is. Give the boys a bit of stick, I really do. But yes, and another Australian band with 4 letters. One started with an I and an X in there.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
yeah. Toured with them for about 36 months, so believe me.
Oh wow.
Also worked with Crowded House at the that shell-looking building that you have on the waterfront down there.
The
The Opera House. Yeah, it looks like a shell or something. Yeah. Worked with Crowded House down there. Did a big festival for you Sydneyites, which was fun actually. Absolutely enjoyed it. But yeah, I used to live in Sydney as well, so I feel sorry for you in a lot of ways.
It's the traffic that's bad over here.
Yeah, exactly. Always add 2 hours for travel each way.
That's it.
So if you start at 6 in the morning, my God. Give it 2 hours. Now, we started the show, guys. Now, I want to also introduce you guys to everybody that's watching and listening right now. Sebastian Ware, drums, backing vocals, absolutely stunning work, I got to be honest with you. And Stephen Kyriakidis?
Yeah, it's Kyriakidis.
Kyriakidis, okay, you must be Greek.
Yeah. Don't worry, I get this all the time. It's very hard for people to pronounce on the first go. But that was actually quite a good job.
Quite a decent shot at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It took me all month, one night to learn it. It did.
Sitting up, like preparing for here, and just yeah, nice.
You knew. Barbara told you, didn't she?
Yeah. All the videos of you up late at night,
Yeah.
writing it.
Believe me, to be honest with you, I am up late at night anyway. I usually start work about 1 in the morning.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so as I said, I got to know these computers by personality and by name, literally. I'm still learning a lot of them, but I was fascinated. I was able to keep them all going while we had this pandemic. Now, talking of pandemic, surreal time right now. How's it been for you guys in Sydney?
It's been not the best. It's been off and on. Like it's not too bad at the moment, but unfortunately gigs and the live music scene hasn't really made a comeback yet. It's still pretty bad over here. But at least the laws of the lockouts are a bit lenient at the moment. We're allowed to see people. We're allowed to have rehearsals and writing sessions. So we've just been doing a lot of that during this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, gigs have kind of been easing back in, like, seated shows or like 50% capacity kind of thing. So it's definitely, it's not like Avalons, but they're trying. And like minimum tickets you can buy, you have to buy 2 tickets per show if you want to go. And they're really, it's interesting, but I mean, there's only so much they can do.
I think the this summer period is going to be very, very weird, actually. I think for you guys, nothing but Australian concerts, Australian artists, no international. Same for us over here, I got to be honest with you. But I think today, Morrison, your Prime Minister, has allowed New Zealand to come in. No quarantine, no nothing. You guys need our money, don't you?
I think so. I think that's where the money is.
Are you sick of kicking us off onto an island and then sending us home again? Now you decided, bugger it, we need the money, let them back in. I get it. I get it, I understand. Now, we kicked off the show with Stories Untold. Now, this is a fascinating song. Tell me all about it. How did you come to the lyrics?
With this one, basically, our singer Rodney writes like all the lyrics. Maybe we hop in and go, oh, maybe this, but he takes the reins with that all the way. This was a really personal one for him, because this was like, basically this story, Stories Untold about separation, like, and how that, dealing with those feelings with that. He's actually messaging me right now, giving me some advice. But it's a really sad song, because it's about all the feelings that come with, watching that happen, watching people separate, and, trying to accept that and move past it, and, just embrace it. And it's hard, because it's not a fun thing at all. Yeah.
He's saying be nice, isn't he? He's telling you to be nice about him, eh?
Nah, well, he said he's giving me the actual details. Yeah, so it's about his parents' separation, and that's what it is.
Okay, so
And it's pretty heavy, but it's yeah.
So we absolutely get that. Now, this is on your first debut EP as well, isn't it?
Yeah. The title track, yeah.
Yeah, it's the title track. I was getting there. I was. They're Australian. You just got to pry it out of them. You do. You really do. But title track. Now, how long? You guys have been around a little while now, since I think 2016. Is that right?
Yeah.
So
late 2016.
You've got to know each other quite well. How did you guys meet?
Well, we all went. Well, myself, Sebastian, and our other guitarist, Ricky Warland, we all went to the same university, the Australian Institute of Music. I started in 2014. I think Ricky started around the same time. I think it was 2015. And basically, one day we kind of just, I was in another band at AIM, but they weren't for me. But eventually, just. The best thing about Australian Institute of Music is the connections with people. There's so many great people there, and they're all just artists and musicians, and it was just such a lovely atmosphere. And I ended up coming across Ricky one day, because we did the metal ensemble, which was basically a performance-based thing where they just chuck you in a room with a bunch of strangers, and they tell you to, write some metal, and then you got to perform it or play covers and whatnot. And me and Ricky bonded, and basically, we're like, hey, we should get together and try some stuff out. And he showed me some of the demos he was working on, and instantly we connected. And then we basically, after that, we're like, well, let's start a band, let's get this rolling. And then we eventually came across holding auditions, which was when Seb came in. But the funny story, so I love a band called Killswitch Engage, and when we were holding auditions, basically we only auditioned, I think, 2 drummers before you, Seb, and then basically they're all good, but Seb came in and did a cover of Arms of Sorrow, when a kill switch engages song, and I was just like instantly didn't even care about the trumpets. I was like, this guy. So
I definitely was writing with Steve. It was like we played a bit of. There was something wrong with the speakers in the room, so we couldn't play the music so everyone else could hear it. So only I could hear it. So I was just drumming, and it just became like guess the song, but only by the drums. And so I just kept looking at Steve, and I was playing different songs, and he was guessing all of them. And I was like, oh, cool, kill switch. He knows kill switch. System of a Down. He knows System of a Down. All right,
Yeah.
cool. I had a good feeling after that.
Yeah.
Nice.
But,
Nice.
Even though, yeah. But he was great though. He was by far the best one we had in.
So, Seb, did you ever play the pots in the kitchen when you were a kid?
No. I think I like would get my drumsticks and kind of play on the pillows. I don't know. It was just like I started learning drums at 7, so there was never. It was like if I was gonna hit anything, I was just gonna hit the drums.
Yeah, you know, my mother was right. There was something wrong with me. I got kicked out of the kitchen so many times, broke the old wooden spoons and everything like that, like crazy, believe me. And you know something? I still can't play today. I can't take any credit for that at all. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Avalons Peak. They're an alternative rock metal band coming out of Sydney, combining orchestral influences with a unique sound signature to the band. You know, it's formed way back 2016, way back, you know, when Moses was still walking the earth. Yeah. Believe me, I'm like Father Time apparently. But I keep replying to people, well, hold on, Willie Nelson always looks like that. My whole life he looked like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay. We're going to talk about We Could Be Titans and also Bad Tattoo. But first of all, fan question for you guys. How do we get hold of you as a fan? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you on Instagram? But more importantly, guys, do you respond?
We're on Facebook. We definitely respond as much like on Facebook. We're on Instagram too. We haven't done too much there, but that's, you know, we do have one. So if you follow us, we'll be posting more. But Facebook's the main one at the moment.
You know, you shouldn't have said that because now you're going to get another 5,000 Facebook fans. You'll be there all day. You'll get no work done.
That's the hope.
Yeah, believe me. Believe me. But at the same time, website. Do you have a website? But more importantly, do you have a merch store on your website? We are
in the making of our website actually at the moment. So we have merch, and during this lockdown phase, you know, we'll really coming together, you know, doing all the behind the scenes stuff. So we're getting the website in the making, and we've got the merch happening. Basically, you know, have everything on the website from merch to everything else, our shows, the bios, everything you need to know basically about the band.
We've had some shirts for a bit, so it's at the moment we've just been selling them whenever we played shows. So now we haven't sold one in a while. But you know, if you want a shirt, you send us a message. We'll send it to you.
We can still send them. But yeah, right now it's mainly Facebook.
Yeah, shouldn't have said that because now I'm going to say to you, how would you like to send me a shirt? Or actually a couple for the ladies in here as well. Because believe me, when we do these interviews and people watch, they go and find out who the heck you are. Today I'm wearing Rosewood Studio coming out of Chilliwack in Canada, British Columbia in Canada. We're doing a promotion for them right now where they've got a CD out. 100% of the money's earned from that goes right on back to the artists. It's called Artists in Isolation, and it's our way of giving back to pandemic-stricken artists over in Canada.
Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, that's awesome.
So believe me, but people go and look, bro. So if you got a spare t-shirt,
you know what? We'll give you one for free of charge. We'll give you two.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll just say that the interview was free as well. How's that? I don't know about the oxygen over there, but the oxygen over here must be different. It must be. Oxygen. Tell me about Oxygen.
Oh, it's one of my favorite tracks. That's just me being
It's a good fun live one. You know, it's high energy. It's jumping and stuff, and everything's a little more complicated. So we're having a lot more fun with it. It's just. I think it's a breakup song, you know, like kind of a bit of romance to it, but it's more about the track. It's about the song. It's about having a good time and listening to it, really.
Well, I got to be honest with you guys. I love this track. I really, really do. So live, right here, joined by Avalons Peak, coming out of Sydney, Australia, is Oxygen.
Oxygen.
How you feeling?
Good, great actually, yeah.
Nice, nice. I'd like to introduce you to a couple of bands that I know, because, of course, this...
Gears Online.
Gears Online.
Yeah.
Really, just the man I was talking about. With this COVID thing, it's not going to last forever. Sooner or later, we're going to be able to bring bands into the country and do shows. Now, just wondering, would you guys be interested in coming over and doing a couple of shows?
Oh, 1,000%, 1,000,000%. I love New Zealand more than anything.
Nice, nice. Well, we would love to have you. We've got a band, the guy's actually online right now. His name is Geir Miranda, or Geir Miranda, Geir Miranda.
Okay.
He's the manager of a band called Biking Queen, which we want to bring to New Zealand.
They're
And
from Norway.
they're from Norway. And,
Okay.
and I met this guy on Facebook one day. His name was Tim Steinreich. And I basically, again, I liked his music, so we got in touch with him, and he goes, "Who the hell are you, and what the hell do you want?" And I went, "Well, I'm just a humble DJ. I like permission to play your music." So we got talking. Then I introduced him to Geir Miranda. They've actually collaborated and written a song and produced it together.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So we want both of those bands to come to New Zealand, but we would love to have a third band plus a New Zealand band, if you know what I mean. Make it a damn good show, and at the same time, we'd like to be able to bring it over to Australia as well. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, 1,000,000%, yeah.
Now, guys, have you ever been signed?
We've got George Klein.
No.
We just got a deal with or a partnership with Sound Mojo, the Watch Mojo record label. But that's more for YouTube promotion than anything else.
Right, right. So if somebody asked you, would you be interested in being signed by a label, would you think about it?
Most definitely.
Okay.
Well,
I would like to introduce you to a friend of mine now. He comes out of the UK. He's in Devon, England. He does have his own record label. In fact, he's split his label into two now. One's more for heavy metal, which I think you would love. He would love you guys. He also does shows, 3-day festivals in front of castles over there.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? So
wow.
That is awesome.
plus, he's got his own radio station and podcasts, everything like that. He goes his contacts reach all the way from England all the way down through into India, Bangladesh and places like that. So concert-wise, that's a big foot in the door, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So think about that, because we can
We'll
turn
talk
this
about it after.
something with these other bands here in New Zealand into something a little bigger. Anyway, let's go back to the desk.
Chop chop.
Thank you.
Yeah, they have a-
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 20 away from 12 o'clock, 21 degrees. It's kind of fluctuating above 20s, where I said it was going to be anyway. Barbara wins. Let's move on. It is Friday, October 16th, and I'm joined live coming out of Sydney, Australia by Avalons Peak. Absolutely excited, I really am now, but I see their influences. Alter Bridge, Starset, Benjamin, Linkin Park, Killswitch, Engage, I can understand that. But then they get really, really brave and say Nickelback.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yay.
That's the one.
That's the one we expect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We expect the reaction to come from that one.
Every time, literally, I could have understood with Metallica. Yeah, I had worked with Metallica, but let me tell you something. I know the manager that formed Nickelback originally.
Okay.
He's a good friend of mine.
Oh, wow.
His name is Clyde Hill. By the way, he's Canadian.
Yeah. Would be, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's so cool.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine, literally, and he got them to where they needed to be, moved them on, and they went exponentially from there. Then they moved on again, and now everybody doesn't want to know about Nickelback. So that's brave. Very, very brave of you. Now, Ricky is your guitarist and lead vocalist, is that right?
Oh, Ricky will be a lead guitarist.
Just the lead guitarist, okay. Sorry, Rodney is lead vocals.
Yeah,
now,
that's right.
how many in the band? 4?
Yeah.
Five. Jack Barrett, bass.
We did have Jack in June last year, I think it was. That Jack wasn't feeling the passion for the band anymore. He was in some other projects, and he knew that he didn't have the time to commit to us anymore. And but he's still a good mate of mine. We hang out regularly, so nothing like no hard feelings at all. He's a great guy.
Okay.
But it just wasn't for him anymore. And but yeah, he's come to several of our shows. We've just been using backing tracks for the bass. So we'll just plug the bass into the mixer and blast it out, and it's been working out. So, all right.
Okay, yeah, that's innovative. Don't replace, use existing equipment. Like it. Yeah, can't afford a bass player anyway. They drink too much. Especially if you're getting paid by beer.
Who can hear the bass anyway?
Yeah, exactly. Who wants that? That and drums, apparently.
No.
You're always hearing the drums.
Yeah. I suppose.
And their mistakes.
Yeah. I suppose you do need a backline. Okay, we'll get on. Moving on, literally. Now, I was talking very, very briefly about maybe you guys considering coming to New Zealand once the pandemic thing is over and done with, and all the borders are all open again and we're nice and friendly with everybody. Would you consider coming to New Zealand, having a tiki tour around the country and doing a few shows?
Absolutely, yeah.
Nice, because I'd like to introduce you to a guy called Gabe Miranda who has Viking Queen, and believe me, you will be fascinated with this guy. Are you familiar with Lord of the Rings?
Oh, 1,000,000%. Yeah, I am the biggest Lord of the Rings fan.
Okay, well, I tell you what, about an hour and a half's drive from where we are at this office right now is the original set of Hobbiton. And we'll take you there.
I went there once, it was amazing.
Yeah, well, we'll take you back. Well, the staff will take you back. I'm not allowed in anymore. They won't let me in there. Well, apparently one of their security golf cart things went missing.
No, it's in the lake.
Yeah, Barbara keeps telling me that it's in the lake.
Yeah, it is. It's in the lake.
Yeah.
In the pond.
It's not secretly in the garage at home, or?
Nah, if it was, it would be jacked up by now.
Yeah.
It would have a kick-ass stereo. One of those ones that makes the cart move by just turning up the bass. But never mind. You know what I mean. Anyway, besides, Peter Jackson is actually a friend of mine. I went to university with the guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
Not that he'll admit it.
Oh.
Believe me, I don't think he would admit it. But yeah, we did. In fact, I helped make decisions on his very first couple of movies with him.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, he's got a couple out there called, check out Bad Taste. Go and have a look at Peter Jackson Bad Taste.
Okay.
It's just like what the name says, literally. And then check out one called Meet the Feebles.
Okay. I'm writing these down.
Yeah,
I'm gonna check these out.
that's like the Muppets adult version.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, believe me, it is, especially if you get to meet the Fly. When you see the Fly, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Believe me, a lot of fun. Could have been Titans, actually. We could have been. Bang. As segues go, I thought that was quite classic, actually. Tell me about We Could Have Been Titans.
Yeah, well, We Could Be Titans is a great song. It's about overcoming all your obstacles and that come across you in life. It's about never giving up on your dreams, or or especially your mental health. Never give up. That's the main message we're going, because one day you could become that Titan you always meant to be.
We could be. It's the believing in yourself, believing in the moment. Yeah.
Absolutely, I get it, I do, and believe me, I think you're already Titans. I do that. So, live right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and thank you for joining us on YouTube and Facebook Live right now. Here, as We Could Be Titans. Yeah, I really believe that it would be an international flavour, having a band from Norway, a band from Canada, a band from Australia, and a band from New Zealand.
Yeah, that sounds like an amazing lineup, to be honest.
And don't forget George in Germany.
And George in Germany.
Yeah, he's got a good
George is joining us from Germany.
Yeah.
Kia ora, bro. Nice to have you with us. Sorry?
And that other fellow that plays it from the Viking Queen.
Oh, TJ, bass player.
No, Kai Sombi. He's
Kai
part of
Sombi.
it anyway.
Well, he's coming anyway. Kai Sombi, this guy is a legend in Norway, Kai Sombi, and he sings with the band Viking Queen. You will be fascinated. You really, really will.
I've already written down the band, so I'm going to check them out.
Nice.
I'll send you some music.
Yeah, Barbara will send you some music. Believe me.
Oh, awesome! Yeah.
And she'll do an intro with you, and great guy, crazy.
Okay, well, we'll
Drinks
do that,
vodka
George.
like crazy. He's got his own label, mate, and he's about to get married very, very shortly.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah,
Congratulations to him.
He's going to do it in front of 100,000 people.
George is in.
That's the best.
He's
That's
coming from
glorious
Germany.
way to do it.
And George is coming from Germany?
Yeah, he's
Nice.
just said yes.
Nice.
If Viking Queen are as power metal as they look and they sound, Steve's gonna enjoy them. He likes the power metal.
I love. Yeah, you can't go wrong.
Wait until I introduce you to Tim Steinreich, the guy who asked me who the
He's
fuck I am. He's with a band called The Mighty One. Right? Now get this. This is metal bands, but they did a Christmas song.
It's a metal press.
That's
Fantastic.
years ago, yeah.
I love that. In fact,
Yeah.
would you believe I'm actually on the rock video that they've made?
Oh, really?
Plug
Awesome.
for both bands. Get that in there now. Viking Queen and The Mighty One. Yeah, Christmas song. Christmas in the North, it's called.
Yeah,
Check
they're
it out at
doing
Christmas
Christmas
time.
in the north and Christmas in the south now.
It's hot in here.
It is.
Really is.
You got the fans cranking, or?
No,
No, they're all online
no,
watching. What's the temperature over there?
It's actually quite overcast here, but it is still muggy. It's very muggy still. I think it's around like 18, 19 or something like that.
really warmer than them.
Yep, just
But
a little bit.
with Australia, no matter how cold it is, it's just a muggy feeling you're getting.
Yeah, believe me,
So
bro.
it's always hot.
As I said, I used to live in Bankstown. I know what it's like.
Yeah, then you 100% know.
But yet again, I used to live in Newcastle as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I used to be an engineer, learning the trade with bands
Yeah,
like. I was learning with bands like Dragon and Jimmy Barnes.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
And-
right, yeah.
That's who I cut my teeth on. Johnny Farnham and people like
I
that.
think we played a Magenza with the lead singer from Dragon.
Yeah. The one of the competitions we did, the finalists. Well, the winner of that was the daughter of the singer Drake.
Hang in there, guys. Hold on. Now, I know this, and believe me, I've been getting a few questions about it. We've been talking about getting Avalons Peak here in New Zealand, and you know straight away that there's always a challenge involved in that, isn't there? And people have been asking right now, how come I haven't mentioned it right now?
Okay,
Well, you know, I've been
George,
polite
good
to Australians, so I think it's about time. Coming to New Zealand, you guys have roll your sleeves up, kick-ass metalers, are you up for a few challenges?
Yeah, the challenge is always great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a hoo-hoo grub?
A hoo-hoo grub?
Yeah.
No, am I failing this challenge?
Well, you're familiar that our Indigenous folks here in New Zealand are married, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Right. One of the delicacies, now you're familiar with a caterpillar, yep?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a caterpillar on steroids. I've got to be honest with you. It's big, it's white, it's got a black head. And what you do is you put the live body in your mouth, rip off the head, don't eat that, it's yucky. But when you crunch down on this, it's like eating creamy peanut butter.
How true is this?
That's true.
We'll send you the instructional videos. They're historical.
Yeah.
Believe me, I'm not pulling your leg, but well, you know that New Zealand is made up of 3 islands. One is a little island right down the bottom called Stewart Island. Then whoever named New Zealand ran out of an imagination and called the next one South, and the one after that North. I want to rename it, I really do, because,
There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that in Australia too. Like the Blue Mountains, because they kind of look blue when you look at them. The Snowy Mountains, because they have snow on them.
Yeah, but what I'm worried about is where did somebody leave their bong called Bill?
Billabong.
Bill Bong, yeah.
That was always a funny one for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you ever been to the Eggamoga pub?
No,
Check it out.
I will.
uh,
Unless it's too much.
Google it, you'll find it, literally. I was drunk when I went there. But I don't know, do you remember the band Silverchair
Yes.
Yeah.
and Frog Stomping?
I know of the song as well. Jack would have known this.
Yeah, okay, well, when they came out, I was actually drinking in a place called the Eggamoga pub and getting merrily sauced too, by the way, and when I walked out of there, it rained frogs. Literally, somewhere close had sucked up all these frogs out of, and they got over the land space of Eggamoga and just dropped these frogs. It was literally, and it was the first time I ever heard the song was on the jukebox in the pub, Frog Stomping. Mate, it just couldn't have got more precious than that.
That's what you gotta do. If you ever have too much money, you just hire a plane, fill it with frogs, and just dump it on houses of people you don't like.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yes.
maybe Silverchair had a deal going with Mother Nature or something like that, but believe me, it was a memorable song after that. You couldn't forget it. You just couldn't, really.
That's the way to do it.
But at the same time, it was the same place. I learnt that you guys would know this. What do you call a boomerang that don't come back?
Oh, I've heard this one before.
Just a stick.
Stick.
No, there you
Stick.
go.
Yeah, believe me, that's what the Aborigines told me as well. Tried to tell me to go and get it as well.
Look at that, it came back.
Yeah, no, didn't do it. But had a lot of fun over there. Now, down the west coast of the South Island, we do have a place called Hokitika that has a wild foods festival. Now, you guys are familiar with festivals, candy floss, hot dogs, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not there. You're more likely to find a kid wandering around with a deep fried locust on a stick rather than a hot dog. You know what I mean? Mountain oysters are on the menu, for sure. Including the hoo-hoo grub. And, well, we bring bands into the country. We love to introduce them to a little bit of, merry tradition here in New Zealand. So it is part of the tradition. Now, Steve, you've been to Queenstown. I got to ask you, Steve, have you been to Queenstown?
If I have, I wouldn't remember. I went to New Zealand with my family when I was 4, so I have no memory of it at all.
Okay, well, Steve would know that down in Queenstown, being a boutique kind of little town trying to be a city. You know, it's a place where all the A-listers from around the world actually go to get away from their wives, from their girlfriends, from their mates, from the paparazzi, and go and take that, you know, that special someone with you. Shania Twain owns property down there.
Okay.
Kevin Costner was down there not so long ago, before the pandemic. Same with Keanu Reeves, Tom Cruise. They all go there, they do. So you don't know who you're going to bump into, but believe me, Zeb, you don't want to bump into me. Well, as I said to Steve, did he jump off a bridge? I will throw you off a bridge. Absolutely, we have the bungee jump thing down there. AJ Hackett is actually a friend of mine, and, well, you know, debatable whether we'll attach the bungee.
Freelance jumping.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Let's see you work that one out. But now, Steve, you were saying something about skydiving. Now, I've been doing this for about 35 years, so if you would like to get that one off your bucket list, I'd be more than happy to do a tandem with you.
Depends if it's going to be a parachuteless skydive.
Yeah,
Are we doing
they
this
want
Red
us.
Bull or?
No, I'll give you the lead-weighted one.
Oh, fantastic! Even better.
Yeah,
I'm a
exactly.
little bit. I'm not scared of heights, but when it comes to skydiving, it's always been one that's I'm uneasy about. You know.
I get it. I do. Believe me, my first 100 times was pretty much like that as well. There was a lot of times when I learned to do it in the Air Force. They gave me pretty much no choice. They put a ribbon to me and kicked my ass out the door. You know what I mean? But there was a number of times there where I really took the clothes of the guy kicking me out with me.
I
I got
feel
it.
like that'd be me, but I've always wanted to tick it off the bucket list. So
Well,
yeah, we can do that.
I would be more than honoured to have a jump with you guys, literally, and introduce you to the world of free falling.
I'd love to see Ricky get convinced because I know he's extremely afraid of heights.
I think that's what we'll do. Ricky can eat the bugs. We'll jump out the planes.
That is a fantastic idea.
Okay,
Let's do that.
okay. Well, we've already covered that. You know, we've already covered that. About an hour and a half away is, of course, Hobbiton. So we're not going to cover that one. But the guy I'm going to introduce you to, Gay Miranda, and you said that you were very familiar with Lord of the Rings. Well, he actually wrote the score for it.
Howard Shaw. Okay.
Oh.
No,
Not Howard Shaw. Oh,
no. They got a bit of credit and everything, but this guy actually wrote it through Warner Brothers. He'll explain it to you when you meet him. Believe me. But he's very, very talented man. He really, really is. Have you guys heard of a Zorb?
A Zorb?
Yeah.
I don't think I have.
That's a big round see-through ball that we will put you in and roll you down a hill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we want plenty of alcohol involved in this one. We really do.
100%. That sounds like awesome time.
Yeah, it is. It is. We'll even put some runners in front of you. Now, the more alcohol you drink, the funnier their faces look when you roll over them. You know what I mean? And by the way, it has got a little bit of liquid in there, so we'll give you a couple of mankinis to wear.
Just in case.
Well, you know, it took us a long time to find out where we were going to put the logo on our mankinis. It did. It was up for discussion quite a bit, to be very honest. Yeah, and as I said, you know, there is a little liquid in there. If there's a little more when you get out, well, we understand. We've got a hose. But you can always dry them off on the luge as you come back down anyway. That's a lot of fun. So it's all about having a little bit of fun in between doing a few jobs. Now, I'm thinking maybe about 5 shows here in New Zealand, maybe about 8 in Australia, and then maybe a few over in the UK, and out further from there, we might even hand you over to a good friend of mine, John, over there. What do you reckon?
Sounds great.
Awesome. In the UK, I've got half my family's up in the UK, so that'd be free accommodation.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. Believe me. But at the same time, I will talk to you after this interview about that. And as I say, no harm in talking, right?
Exactly.
We'll introduce you. Now, I got to be honest with you, I don't often knock John on the shoulder and say, hey, listen, have a look at these guys, simply because he's been doing it for 20 odd years and I respect him as a man rather than, you know, tapping on his shoulder all the time saying, you got to have.
Yeah.
But when I do, he does take notice, and I would like to be able to do that with you guys because I think it's the next step up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. And nothing ventured, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I said that the last time I got a tattoo, actually. Nothing ventured. And I've got a bad one. I do.
I like these segues, they're great.
Ah, great. Kiwis, they know how to spin a segue, I tell you. I got a bad tattoo. But tell me about Bad Tattoo.
Well, it was actually the audition song for our singer, Rodney Park. So we, our very, very first song is Bad Tattoo. And when we were auditioning singers, we gave them a few songs. Some were heavier and some were the ballads, right? And he came in and he basically, his audition was literally an acoustic set we did. We were recording an acoustic for a project we were doing at uni. And we thought it was a good opportunity just to do one of our own songs because it'd be fun. And we're like, yeah, you know, let's just get some audition people to come in and sing for it. That'd be great. And he came in and sang Bad Tattoo, all the lyrics you're hearing as well. He wrote it all, and we were blown away, to be honest. We were like, wow, okay, this is fantastic. Like this guy's got it, you know.
Yeah, first time meeting him, and we're doing a recording with him, and it sounded killer. Yeah.
Yeah. So we were like, hey, this is the guy, you know. Like we had some talented singers audition, but this one hit the spot for us.
Yeah, it's standard. You know, it's a good breakup song. You know. Don't move on from it.
Again with the breakup stuff.
It's the way to the hearts, you know.
I know a therapist. I can recommend her to you. The only thing is maybe a little travel involved. She lives in New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, believe me. Wonderful. Believe me, she needed a therapist after I got through with her as well. So, right here, live at Galaxy 107 FM, joined by Sydney, Australia's Avalons Peak. Here's Bad Tattoo. How you feeling, guys? You okay?
Yeah, feeling good.
One more to go and you can get rid of that dickhead.
Hello, enjoying our time with you. Yeah.
George, that was tuned in, he would like me to introduce him to him. He's a Terminal band. It's a heavy metal band.
Terminal band.
Yeah, but he's a DJ.
Yeah, I know he's a DJ.
He wants them
I've
to
just
sing
had a
their
friend of
music.
mine who's a DJ and loves metal and everything like that, coming out of Germany. May we introduce you to him?
He would like to.
Absolutely.
He would like airplay.
Yeah, he would like to know if he can play you on air.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so I'll introduce you after
Nice.
this. I'll do an intro.
It's all about the promotions, bro. We have connections. We have a lot of people that watch these things, and before you know it, well, you've got another 5,000 Instagram fans as well. I feel sorry for you. Because
that's the hope, so horrible.
well,
Yeah.
at the moment, I was told before that we have 64 countries online watching us right now. So believe me, and
wow, okay.
I will let you know how many were hooked on listening to it, because believe me, it will freak you out.
Oh wow, okay.
We get followed immensely around the world. We
Awesome.
really do.
Well, you're doing an amazing job, Grant, so props to you and your team.
It's all about the artists and the music.
That's it.
And
We appreciate that.
we're
I appreciate
100%.
that, honestly, a lot.
We're 100% behind finding new exciting music, new exciting bands, new exciting people to introduce to our audiences. And very, very shortly, I'm going to let you know, we're actually going to be doing a thing called the Andromeda Zone, where we put all these monitors in here where they can log in, watch, and ask and interact as much as possible. You know what I mean? So
Oh, cool.
it's about connecting our audiences with important people like yourself.
Yeah, that's
And
actually
it's
a
doing
really great way to do it as well.
networking.
I've got to let you know
everyone.
too, by the way, you've been getting requested like crazy. We play you on a number of shows here at Galaxy, and you've been getting quite the following. So,
Oh, really? Oh, wow, that's good to know.
well,
Thank you.
Scars,
Thank you.
Scars, over 1,800 requests.
Oh, wow.
You know, so well done, guys.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
Anyway, let's go back to the desk. Scars is next up. By the way, after this, don't go anywhere. We're going to do a couple.
Yeah,
couple
we'll
of
stay
things.
here.
But oh, shall I do the 5 questions?
No.
Yes.
already done one.
no, yeah. Well, we'll see. See what comes
Oh
up.
dear. You got 5 minutes.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, 12 after 12, 7 after 12 o'clock, 21 degrees on the money. And Barbara wins again. Yep, we know all about that, we really, really do. And I'm joined live, coming out of Sydney, Australia, by Avalons Peak. Absolutely love, love, love this band. If you get a chance, get online, go and research them, go and friend them, say hi, say I sent you, all right? You never know. They might give you a guitar pick or something. Yeah. Anyway, got to be honest with you guys. I first found you and introduced you to my staff here, and it's not often that I do. Sometimes I might find people on the wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But one day I was just, and it's not often that I actually get time to sit down, take a moment, and just collect myself and watch something completely senseless on the interwebby thing, but it just happened to be a ghost thing by a company called Mojo. And on there, the lady says, if you like this band, have a listen to them. So I did. And I did. I liked this band. I really, really did. So much so that I asked my staff to find out who they were, where they are, and can we do an interview. Now, I don't know whether they're feeling any good after the interview or not, but I understand. We're Kiwis and they're Australian, so we have this. It's a rugby thing, isn't it? You know, it's the All Blacks and the Wallabies.
Playing this weekend, the
Yeah.
Bledisloe Cup.
Yeah. But it's been a long time since Australia's had any silverware in the cup, in the cupboard, but you know,
This weekend.
we don't mind showing you how to play. In fact, the Bleds is happening at the moment. Have you been following it?
I am on and off with it
Yeah, me too.
at the moment. But, well, look.
I mean, a draw for God's sake. What the?
Yeah.
That's going to make things interesting at the other end. But it is a sports thing. We love our cousins over the ditch. We really, really do. But we love to have a little bit of competition as well. We really do. Even though the America's Cup, they're not going to win. Well, you know, America's not going to win America's Cup, even though it's got an Australian skipper. Not going to happen. No.
Nope.
You see, we won the last time simply because we played the game. We played the race. The time before it, the Americans won with an Australian skipper because they implemented machinery over people. It was illegal, but they got away with it.
No. Right.
Yeah. So now you can't. You've got to, you know, no. If you don't have grinders, right, and you have computers and machines doing it for you, that's not kosher. But, you know,
Yeah.
it was an Australian skipper that introduced the idea. I think it was innovative, to be honest, but it was just inappropriate at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, we've got past the sports. They realise we love them, we do. And having said that, we are going to get them over here playing in New Zealand once the coronavirus and everything's over and done with. But having said that, you guys must be doing a lot of writing, a lot of recording right now, while there's not a hell of a lot of shows going on. Have you got new stuff coming out?
Definitely. We are in the making of, I think it's like four. We got four tracks in the making. All of them, which they're pretty close to being complete. So we're a bit of a perfectionist ourselves, so we like to always make sure if there's something you can do better, why not come back to it? Constantly try to improve it until you get to a product where everyone's just completely happy with it.
Yeah, there's a lot of details in these songs, like lots of synths and strings and stuff. So we have to get all that programmed and stuff as well. But yeah, that's all we've been trying to do with COVID. We did that festival with Sound Mojo, the international virtual music festival a week ago. And basically that's all we've been doing. We've been working on that kind of stuff, working on some material, and that's all we've been trying to do with this whole COVID, just write songs.
So whose idea was it to put the orchestral feel into this?
So when we first started, our guitarist Ricky Wallen is also a composer. So he does composition work. That's what he did at uni, and he's really good at it. I love what he does, and I'm a big fan of orchestral music myself. So when it comes to mixing the two together with metal, I'm totally all for it. And he has an excellent talent for that sort of stuff. So combining the two, why not? It sounds amazing too.
I've actually got a degree and have played with the New Zealand Symphony Orchestra once.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, once. I was a triangle player. And
the lead triangle player.
I got my moment too, I tell you.
Yeah.
The
solo, the triangle solo, you got that in it.
Hammed it up, bro. I really did. Maybe that's why they didn't ask me back. But yeah, also very accomplished on the cowbell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Yeah. Always need more cowbell. What is it?
Yeah. You can't have enough.
Barbara's
putting a few cowbell solos in songs for sure.
Oh, 100%.
Barbara's playing with the electrics right now.
No, the phone.
Throwing phones all over the place. Tell me something. Do you guys go to bed at night with your girlfriends and find that you're being ignored and being replaced by a cell phone?
It's all
yes and no. Because, yes.
What's worse? Finding that she sleeps with the cell phone and then you're there, or waking up and the first thing she reaches for is the cell phone and then kisses you good morning?
No. It's more like
Look, I got to be honest with you. Married life, back in my day, the wife would get into bed and ignore me with a crossword.
Let him speak.
Usually a four-letter one.
That's all right.
Yeah, literally. But these days, the modern day way of women ignoring men these days is one of these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grabbing the phones.
Gotta be on TikTok.
Nothing worse than waking up in the morning and finding that your wife's phone is still attached to your face.
Oh, wow.
It happens. Believe me, it happens. I've spoken to so many men and went, I've been replaced by a cell phone. I'm going, welcome to the club. It's the sign of the times. It really is. So, ladies,
Now,
congratulations.
that's enough about us.
We understand. We don't. Just thank you for being in our lives or letting us in yours every now and again. Love it, love it, love it. But you know something?
Can I have a go now?
1,877 requests
Wow.
have told me that scars can be permanent here at Galaxy.
Oh, wow.
That'd be amazing.
1,877 people have requested scars. Guys, why is this so popular here at Galaxy?
I wish I could tell you, to be honest. I'm just really happy to hear it, to be honest.
Well, people are clearly sick of the breakup songs, and they want love songs.
That's what it is.
The love song. You're trying to pick up, it's like they're going through a really tough time, and you don't know what you can do to help, but you're still going to try anyway.
Yeah, it's the song's about a you know, your partner who has, you know, it's the hook of the song are wear the scars that wear you out. You know, whatever problems you have in life, I'll take those on because, you know, the love for you is so strong that I'll carry that burden because my feelings for you are so great. So it's basically, you know, if your partner has depression or if they have anxiety issues or if they have anything going on in their life that is a struggle, you're there for them through all those tough times, making sure that, you know, they can get through it because you're there to make sure that they can have the help they need. And I think that's a big part of mental issue. You know, it's all about the help. You're never alone. You know what I mean? Like everyone out there has these issues. It's not a thing in the dark anymore. And I think it's something that should definitely come out more, and people need to speak up about it because it's very important.
Absolutely, I fully agree with you. And where did you get this recorded? Who did the production on this?
The Brain Studios. We did our EP at the Brain Studios in Sydney with Clay. Sorry, Clay. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, Ricky's taking the lead with kind of producing stuff. Like he'll go, okay, what kind of big things can I do to make this really pop and explode, and what this kind of, yeah. Ricky's the producer himself, so he studied composition and production, so he takes the reins with that, and but yeah, we're really happy with it. Yeah.
Nice. Well, sure. I tell you guys, I've been doing recording engineering now for about 37 odd years, and I can't fault this work. I really, really can't. I'll let you into a little secret as well, guys. I actually found this particular track on a ghost internet show when I was sitting down having a coffee, having a relax. The lady said, if you like the band, check it out. I love this band. And this was the song I heard. Scars, right here at Galaxy. You right there, bro? You looked a little drunk.
Yeah. I'm just adjusting my camera settings.
Oh, okay. I thought you were drinking.
No.
Yeah. We actually wrote Scars when we were recording the music video for Bad Tattoo. Like, we sat on Steve's bed and just, like, Ricky pulled out the guitar and was like, I was doing this kind of thing. What do you guys think? And then we just kind of, piled on the ideas.
Yeah, I've heard Steven's bed can be quite creative.
Yeah.
He didn't flinch.
I don't. That one
He didn't flinch. Dear. So
he can put it up ways if he wants now.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
We'll wrap it up after this, but don't go anywhere, guys, because we'll give you a couple of crazy photos of us that you can put on your wallpapers, show your friends. You know, Kiwis, you know what they're like, eh? We'll also transpose this over to YouTube and give you a copy of that as well. Barbara will do a movie including some photos stuff. You'll also get some backstage photos. Keep an eye out on Facebook for Nada Nuff, N-A-D-A Nuff.
Not enough?
Yeah, she's the on-air producer of The Voice in My Head.
Okay.
And she'll probably talk to you too, so if you hear the voice in my head, I feel sorry for you, but welcome to the club. She'll probably send you some photos and stuff like that as well. But the big question is, will you come back again?
100%. Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Awesome, because we would love to be able to follow you guys, keep you guys rolling here at Galaxy. If you've got new music, please let us know. We would love to be able to do an interview about that and keep it to our audio audience. We don't call them fans, we call them audio audience here.
I like it.
And it's good that way because, you know, I got the perfect face for radio. And then there's this thing that comes around. It's got. Do you remember Darth Vader? Yeah, you remember that lightsaber he had? Yeah, that's what that is. It's a hard hat area here, guys. Honest, it is.
If you're left out, you're not wearing a hat. I'm almost always the guy.
Sure, you're usually the hat guy. To be honest, I'm growing my hair back, so I'm wearing the hat because it's at the awkward stage.
Oh,
I know what that's like.
I'm still in the hat. I'm still in the hat.
Don't worry, I've been growing my hair for a couple of weeks now as well.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Just a couple.
just a
Just
couple.
A wee bit missing somewhere.
I think when the text on to go ahead again.
Don't worry,
Not me.
I can fit a skull cap, no worries though.
Alright, that is.
No, we're not finished yet.
We're not quite finished yet.
They're still going.
We've still got one more to go.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know, we're just going to wind this up and
Right. Well, that's what you said, so I thought you were doing it.
yeah. No, we'll do a couple of photos in a minute.
Okay.
Eager as,
Okay.
gosh, copper.
Nice.
So I got to thank you guys for putting up with us Kiwis. I really, really do.
No,
Nothing
more
about
than
it.
happy, yeah.
Thank
it's
you.
been an absolute joy, to be honest.
Nice. And we'll get Barbara to pass on that therapist's name and information if you need it as well.
No, that's just
Okay. You know, I got to give a big shout out to Mojo for making this band's music absolutely the forerunner of that particular show. Absolutely fantastic. And it has been an absolute pleasure meeting up with the band called Avalons Peak. You guys might need to go down to the Three Kings now and have a quick one.
That's it.
I used to drink there quite a bit down at, Three Kings. Great pub. Absolutely stunning. King's Cross, of course. Anyway.
in there.
Oh, was that a dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, he's an oldie.
Okay. Yeah, well, I got a couple wandering around up here as well. We have them for security reasons at night time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a security dog too, but he doesn't do a very good job. He's a bit small, so.
Oh, okay. No, all it needs to do is make a noise, make you aware.
Yeah,
That's
he
it.
just cries at the moment. He's a puppy.
He's so cute though.
I got a couple, believe me, their necks are about that round.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Honestly,
That's a good dog there.
honestly, where we are in the in town, I put this big bone. Our mayor is actually the butcher, right? And I scored this huge bone, and I stuck it out on the grass, and these kids were wandering past, and they were looking at it and looking at the radio station and looking at the bone, and then they went, "Mister, you guys got dogs, eh?" And I went, "Yeah, that's the postman."
Oh.
I haven't seen these kids again.
This corky.
Why?
It's true. I did though. And you know something? I know people know that we have dogs up here now. You know what I mean? So good word. Get that around. You don't need to come and visit our place because believe me, there's nothing here for you except for staff. And well, if you come and break in here, the staff will just put you to work. With that mean, we are. With that mean, we really are. So, guys, it has been an absolute pleasure. Especially talking to, do you prefer Sebastian or Seb?
I respond to either, probably Seb, I guess.
Okay. Seb plays drums, of course, and of course we were talking to Steve. I'm sorry, I'm just not going to have a go at that. I really am.
Yeah, it's fine. Just say Steve K. It's the go-to one that everyone uses.
Yeah, I was actually a little shy of going there, and I thought I'll wait until you tell me to. So from now on, Steve, I'll call you Steve K. And it has been an absolute pleasure talking to you. Very, very talented people. Now,
thank you.
Please continue doing what you're doing, because I think you're on the right track. I think you're going to make it big in the world. I really, really do. And I want to talk to you about that after this. But please, will you come back again?
Absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah, you see, they are Australian, a bit psychotic there. They want to come back. Absolute pleasure speaking to you guys. Hang in there. But right now, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Joan Baez. The night they drove all Dixie down. Oh my goodness, here you go.
What you hope for is for the flame to go back into the can, explode, thus bursting his hand, and thus he has no hand.
What do you think you're doing, mate?
My hair's been lit on fire before.
Really?
Yeah. The booze run. Important stuff.
Fuck, that was effort.